All right, so I'm just gonna talk about this. I'm not gonna show anything else or play any of their songs or anything like that. I'm not trying to get a copyright strike, but I'll probably put like some stock music in the background or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, basically, this has already been talked about, and people going crazy over the whole Sid Wilson thing, and I get it. Trust me, I've been a Slipknot fan since day one. I was born in '93, so, you know, loved all their albums. But I'll be honest, after All Hope Is Gone, The Great Chapter, like, I'd say like a good, like, three, four good songs, but, uh, yeah. I mean, it sucks, but also at the same time, people are just going a little too crazy over the situation. Yes, like Sid Wilson, the DJ of Slipknot, did a lot of good work from the first album and the second album. But if you really listen to like their fourth, like even like their third and fourth album, like they kind of had less and less DJing as their albums progressed. So I could probably understand why Sid was kind of getting, more pissed. But even then, like, I honestly, it's just like, it sucks, yeah. But it's also like, these guys are like millionaires at this point, you know? Everybody knows who Sid Wilson is. And, like, if he's a dick, he's a dick. And if he's cool, he's cool. Has nothing to, you know? Like, people are kind of overly obsessive over musicians, and it's kind of crazy. I get why. Like maybe like their music saved them, and that's really cool. I respect that, and like that's awesome and all. But like at the end of the day, these musicians are still people, and you know, um, the way that people over idolize people and musicians and actors and all these people, it gets to a point where if they don't act in a certain way, then it changes your entire perspective on that said actor or musician or voice actor or whatever. Um, so it is, crazy. It is kind of messed up. But at the end of the day, like, we don't we don't know exactly like their banter or what. It's like, okay, well, they don't want to work with them. All right, it sucks because, it feels like right now that Slipknot is literally just like the clown and Corey at this point, which basically it kind of is. And I mean, sure, like Jim Root, and fuck, what's the other guy's name? The big dude with the guitar. That guy's badass. I love that mask. But yeah, I mean, they only have like four people now, and you know, it, they kind of said this one thing in an interview where it's like, I think Corey said it best. He said like Slipknot is not like it's more like a like it's not just the members. It goes beyond the members. Like it's a brand basically. Like they want Slipknot to continue even after all of them pass. So it's like, is it even Slipknot at that point if all the original members are gone? That's like the Misfits. So it's like at the same time, like I understand that they're trying to branch their entire uh like their entire like brand as a brand, like, oh, we're numbers. We're not, like it's just like everybody is replaceable at this point. And it's just like, all right, dude, but I mean, it sucks definitely for the rock and metal community. I've been listening to them since I was like 8 years old. You know, uh, in my 30s now, so it's like shit, you know? But also at the same time, you know, seeing a lot of the way that, you know, the music industry is and Hollywood and all that stuff, I'm not even surprised, to be honest. So, you know, it sucks, but hey, what you gonna do? But yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you, and welcome to the Zilch Realm.